Hey guys, I'm going to play this video and I want y'all to listen to it. Whatever you're doing, if you got the radio on, if you got the TV on, turn it off and focus on what this doctor's saying. This is not conspiracy theory. This is not fake news. This is actual real news. And you need to hear about it. Then after this, I'm going to show you some other stuff, okay? So here we go. Pay attention.
Transhumanism, it was a term that really took on meaning, I would say, in the late 90s, but even going back to 1995. And this was a covert plan funded by Bill Gates, BlackRock, many organizations to, in the future, create a AI-based humanoid. Okay, transhumanism means the conversion of a human into some other species by man, okay, but not by God. So their definition, according to Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, and the powers that are running the world, is to use nanotechnology to create a human 2.0, which would be a half human, half machine cyborg that can be connected to the cloud, that can be connected to AI, that can be controlled by electromagnetic frequencies via all the cell phone towers and all of the routers in your home and the blue lights, etc. So basically, it would be a human that has self-replicating, self-assembling nanotechnology within its system that can receive messages, that can transmit messages, that they would have full control over what you're doing, your mental state, your physical state, and your spiritual state. So in my personal opinion and many others, it's a full takeover. Now, this is not to say that they're going to win and do this, but this is their plan. And you can read about it online. You can pull it up if you go to DuckDuckGo or even Google. You can just type in, Ray Kurzweil and, all of the individuals' plans of taking over humanity. And it's more of a way to control you, okay? They want full control over the earth. They want full control over man. They want full control over everything. So that's basically what the transhumanism agenda is all about. They're using lipid nanoparticle technology. They're using unseen things. They've got to the point now where they can do things without us even seeing it, feeling it, hearing it, touching it, smelling it, anything. And we've been identifying these things under the microscope. And there's hundreds of patents on this stuff. There's hundreds of documents on this stuff, on polymers, on yeast being able to produce polyethylene glycol, the mesogens, the wide body area network that they're tapping into, the graphene hydroxide, the graphene oxide they're using, the microplastics, the inorganic minerals that people are accumulating in their system, the amount of metals people have in their system, the antennas and the micro robots that are forming. We're even identifying now synthetic red blood cells. How do we know they're synthetic? Because we can put fire to the screen and our normal red blood cells will burn away. And then there's red blood cells that are left there. So they've been working on synthetic red blood cells since they finalized it actually around 2020. They've been able to create synthetic red blood cells. And guess what they've used to do that? They used yeast to do that. They used S. cerevisiae, brewer's yeast, which is the yeast that we've been studying the most, which is able to hold graphene oxide, graphene hydroxide. It's able to, basically everything that we're talking about right now. Granted, this is a lot of could be fearful and scary stuff. But if we understand what they're doing and how they're doing it, then behind the scenes, we can work on ways to protect your body and detoxify and to neutralize and to get rid of all these things. So you can choose. Do I want to turn into a robot, or do I not want to turn into a robot? So all in all, with all that stuff being said, I would say that we are in good times. I don't think that, I know that we are winning. We are in a transformational great awakening process right now, which God is shaking everything up, and that's fine. We all have to go through pain and trauma and suffering to get to the other side, to transform. Don't get down on it. If you're going through pain, or if you're going through trauma, or you're going through suffering, or anyone in your family is, ask the question, why is this? What am I supposed to learn from this? How can I improve? Now, when you ask those questions, the answers will come to you. If you go, I'm going to take my mom to the doctor, the medical doctor, you're giving away your powers. That's the situation that we're in right now. The reason why people have so much pain and trauma and suffering, because they've been giving their powers away their whole life. To transform, you have to take back your self-confidence. You have to take back your health. You have to take responsibility for your own life instead of saying, blaming that doctor for not getting you better. Now is the time of the great awakening and the great transformation, but it all starts from within, not from without. The biggest thing for me, the biggest concern is the stealth part of it. The stealth, like you don't see it coming. You don't feel it. It's just, it's there. And we're starting to see that in people's blood, whether they got the bioweapon shot or not. And to me, it's that aspect of it's just going to come up out of nowhere. And right now, everybody even talking about all this nanotech and this transhumanism stuff, we're being labeled as crazy conspiracy theories. The gluten, the alcohol, the sugar, will ferment inside your body, and they are feeding the yeast with the sugar. And the brewer's yeast, for example, which is contained in alcohol, secretes alcohol as a byproduct and does more damage to the liver. I mean, think about the damage sugar does to the liver. Think about the damage alcohol does to the liver. Think about the damage all the chemicals and toxins do to the liver. It's estimated now that the phase 2 detoxification system, phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification system in people's livers are only working at 10 to 15%. And honestly, I don't even think in most people they're working even that much. Control, the ability for them to completely control your mind, your physical body, and I don't believe they can ever take over your soul, but the mind really has so much to do with everything. It's becoming that like half cyborg. That's kind of like, especially they're doing it without anybody's consent. Okay, they're spraying the stuff in the air, they're putting it on the food, they're putting it on the water. And really, my biggest concern when I started looking at Sabrina Wallace's research, she's the whistleblower that came out that's been in this industry for over 30 years. And she started releasing documentation of dating back to 1995, 1999, where they've, did all the studies on people and on animals to where they could completely take the thoughts out of their mind and infuse whatever thought they wanted into the people's brain. Whether it was a suicidal thought, they could actually create disease, they could create depression, they could create anxiety. Most of the things they were creating were negative. There wasn't much research on them creating frequencies of love and positive thoughts, but they were able to literally control movement too. They were able to control rats through a maze just by having the nanotechnology inside their body. And they were also able to gather all the information, your cellular memory, your DNA, all that just through what they call the wide body area network. And now they have the medical body area network as well. So, I mean, to me, it was just like shocking to know that they're that far ahead of the game, and me asking the question, like, what in our life right now is not engineered? It takes you years and years and years of poisoning your body to get sick. And everybody just expects this fast, easy, take a pill kind of a thing and they're going to recover. No, it takes you taking responsibility since you poisoned yourself and got yourself in a situation. I mean, I'm not saying that, but ultimately you are to blame. Of course we are. You know, for everything that happens within yourself, and you taking responsibility to then give yourself that hope and that confidence to get better and actually do it is a whole nother thing, and then you will be able to heal yourself.
This is inside all of us right now, you guys. Animals too. Every living thing has this inside of them. Notice the little orbs right here.
We are entering a new era now, this IT bio-nano era, where increasingly through the use of nanotechnology, which has been developed over the course of the last 15, 20 years or so,
Pause to read.
it becomes possible to hook human bodies up to an external control network and interface with human bodies directly through EMF, for example. Now, the possibilities of this are actually quite terrifying, because what it means is that you can track and trace everybody at all times in all places, and they'll never be able to get away. Or in theory, you could target them for remote control assassination, or possibly even torture, as the targeted individuals community is at pains to stress.
You guys, I'm going to show you something else. But clearly, this is Satan at work. All these little bright blue lights that you see and that you just saw, all these little lights that has the red glow around them. I see all these in the trees and bushes. This is what I've been filming for the past 4 years. All these bright little lights. Of course, I have been filming many more colors, but I see this blue, this bright blue light everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I'm going to pause my video for a moment because I'm going to find something else. Hold on. Alright, I wanted to point this out also. This is on Facebook, okay? This is the name of the page right here. And she's a doctor who's highly against what's going on. But as I scroll down, I'm just going to point out a few things before I move somewhere else. They have weaponized yeast, E. coli, and parasites, the driving force for the replication of venom-loaded spike glycoprotein and payloads. They openly discuss this, which they do. I've heard it out of my own ears. I've heard them say it. Building the Internet of bio-nano things. That's what I've been talking about. The Internet of Things is what I've been calling it. But here it says building the Internet of bio-nano things. Alright, I'm going to pause again to find something else. Okay, I found the something else. I want y'all to listen. Now, this is the doctor that I was just talking about. This is what is inside of all of us. Doesn't matter if you got the jab or not. That matters not. It's in all of us, including all the animals, all living things has this in them. But I'm going to point out a few things. I may just play the whole video, or I may just pause it when I find it. I don't know. I'll just see. But let's go.
So here I am looking under my microscope at somebody that has just been on EBU. So EBU is a blood filtration machine. I use the Trigen 03, and you have a clear liquid that also draws off of
Did you see the orbs? See the orbs?
Blood. It's the inflammatory fluid. It's the extracellular fluid that sits around the red blood cell.
See the orbs?
And here you can see this is the debris in the clear fluid. So you can see some crazy activity of bacteria, but more interestingly, you can actually see
Look, I'm going to pause it for a minute. I just got lucky. Because these things move fast. I want you to look at this orb. See that? That's what's in my house. That's what I've been filming this whole time. This is the video I wanted to make to point this out. This is what I about fell out over when I saw this. Because not only have I been filming all these orbs outside, shape-shifting orbs that you know, come in all kind of vibrant colors. And they shapeshift into all different kind of things. You know, but not only that, I mean, I've been filming tons and tons and tons of them inside my home. This is straight up demonic. Yes, I do feel 100% because of my extensive research I've done on this. Now, I'm not tech savvy. Let me just point that out. I am not tech savvy. Never have been, never will be. But with that being said, I know enough, you know, to understand what's going on. And I have, like I said, researched this extensively because I knew something was wrong. You know, I began seeing stuff and I just kept seeing it too much. So I looked into it and sure enough, it's true. But yeah, these orbs are not only flying around all in the air, they're inside of us. And so I just wanted to point that out. You're gonna see more. You know, I think they call them quantum dots. Now I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that part, okay? I'll always point it out if I'm not unsure of something, and that I'm unsure of. But again, when you look at everything, and when you have been filming these things for as long as I have, and carefully looking them over, then you hear other people who have been doing the same, and you listen to what they're saying, and they're saying the same thing I'm saying. They're seeing spirits attached to these things. When you film these things, you know, you can literally catch spirits around these things. I'm talking about the whole face of one. You can see the body, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the teeth in some of them, the ears. It's crazy, you guys. I know how crazy that sounds. Trust me, I do. But I'm here to tell you it's true. This is literally Satan. As you can recall in the Bible, it says he wants to be like the Most High God. He always tries to create something that the Most High God does, but of course, whenever he does it, there's imperfections. He cannot ever create anything with perfection like the Most High God does. This is him literally trying to take over and control humans, recreate humans, turn them into something else that they're not. And his goal is to take over the mind so that he can pull you away from God. That's what this is literally all about. And this is not me making this up. This is not me just speculating. This is me, you know, not me just, you know, being a conspiracy theory or whatever, theorist or whatever. No, this is me doing my homework and finding the answers because I want to know what's going on. I want the truth. I don't want to be blind. In the Bible, it also says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. You got to have knowledge of what's going on. Sometimes that means digging into the dark side because you got to know what the enemy is up to. So that's what I did carefully. I was careful about it because, you know, it's one thing to dig in and find answers, but it's another thing to go too far into it. You know, I just didn't do that. But I dug into it enough to find answers, and I said, whoa. You know, this confirms right here, literally, we are living in the end times. There's no question about it. People can deny it all they want to, but there's no denying it. You know, in the Bible it says also, now I'm going to get this wrong because I don't know exactly how it says, but y'all will know what I'm saying. You know, just like it was in the days of Noah, so it should be in our time. And that's what we're seeing. This is nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. It also says in the Bible. This was done way back when they were doing this, making all kind of hybrid, you know, humans, turning them into, the Nephilim, pretty much. When the fallen angels came to earth and they got with human women and, they had children and they were giants and everything, the Nephilim. And they were also doing all this stuff that they're doing now. So this is nothing new. Nothing new. This goes way, way back in time to when they were doing this. And it's happening again in our time right now. So I just wanted to point that out. And I didn't mean to interrupt. I can start this over, because it's important to hear, which I will start it over. But I wanted to point out all these orbs. So when you see them flashing around, 1 minute or one split second, you see it flash, then the next split second it's gone. That's how they are in my home. They're doing the same thing. They disappear. You can see them split second, next second, you can't see where they went. Then they appear again. Same thing with these shape-shifting birds, these shape-shifting bugs, and all that. They're doing the same exact thing. They're there 1 second, next second, you can't see them. They disappear into thin air. Then they reappear. It's insane, you guys. So, anyway, and all this blue stuff, with all this, all these glowing blue things again. I see all this in the trees. This is what I've been filming. It's been falling from the sky. This is in our food. It's in our there's nothing that it's not in. Even clothing and shoes, they're putting in that also. It's tracking devices. We're literally every single one of us is under surveillance 24/7, whether you know it or not. And that's just the way it is. I'm not speculating. I'm not making things up. These are facts. Now listen to what she says. I'm going to start it over.
So here I am looking under my microscope at somebody that has just been on EBU. So EBU is a blood filtration machine. I use the Trigen 03. And you have a clear liquid that also draws off of
There it went.
the blood. It's the inflammatory fluid. It's the extracellular fluid that sits around the red blood cell. And here you can see this is the debris in the clear fluid. So you can see some crazy activity of bacteria, but more interestingly, you can actually see all of the flashing quantum dots.
Quantum dots.
I'm marking them on this sample. So you can see them everywhere here.
Mm-hmm.
So in a moment, you can see, I'm marking these here, you can see the extent of these quantum dots. And they're very, very bright.
Yep.
And they flash. And that's under dark fields. So that's incredibly interesting how we actually see it draw out from EDTA. We see it draw out all of these flashing dots and all of this bacteria. And I mean, there's some big structures in this sample. Some very big flashing structures. Let's see if we can go back and look at this one. So that's what gets drawn out from the EBU filter. But you can see these dots there. You can see them there, very, very brightly lit, and all these kind of, again, lots of dots, lots of activity. So that's what I draw out in addition to the blood that I clean. That's what we draw out from when we see in the EBU filter. And when we had it tested, we did it with IGL Labs, there was graphene oxide There was also metals, every metal that you can think of, every bacteria, every yeast. So that is an incredible treatment that we can use. And as a challenge to get all the anomalies out of blood that we see on the filaments in the blood.
So, yeah, let me see if I can get lucky and get to a spot. I don't know if I will be able to. Oh, is it not going to? Oh, there we go. You see this glow around this right here? I call them orbs, but, you know, they're quantum dots, okay? And I did call them quantum dots. I was correct about that in the beginning. But the glow around here. All of these shapeshifters and all of these orbs, they all have that glow around them. I hear so many people saying when I try to post my videos about the shape-shifting birds, shape-shifting bugs, why can't I, what are you filming with? A potato? How come they're always blurry? You know, and that's really a bug. You're just moving around or something. There's always something that somebody's going to say. No, that's not what it is. It is literally because of this glow that they have around them. I can't fully explain it, but from my research, I'm only going to explain what I have read extensively about these things. Again, this is spirit related. This is demons at work. And again, let me repeat it. I'm not speculating. This is my extensive research I've done on this. When you film these things and you zoom in, you can see the spirits. Not everybody can see them. I can see them. I began seeing them 4 years ago. That's when I began seeing them. And I'm going to tell you how. I told somebody this one time and they thought I was crazy. But I don't care. That's literally them. To me, that is literally them saying they don't believe that the Most High God has that power to do that. But I have been praying without ceasing for discernment. I've been praying, don't let, I don't want to be deceived. I want to know the truth. And that's when I began seeing things. After I had been praying so much to my Heavenly Father to give me discernment, to let me see what I need to see. Well, that's when I began seeing stuff. I kid you not. And right here, this, I know it's not coming out good on my phone. This is what I see in the sky so much. The black, and I call them Pokemon balls because that's what they look like, you guys. I kid you not. Wonder where they got the Pokemon ball from, Yeah, that's where, because these things are all in the sky. This one right here is white on the bottom, black on the top. And there's the little circle thing with the band going around it. It's the Pokemon ball. That's what that is. They're all in the sky. They're in the trees. They're everywhere. Here's another one right here. White on the bottom, black on the top. So, and if I could find tons more in here. But anyway, and here's one right here. You can barely see it because it's part of it's hidden. But, yeah, I wanted to point that out. And so, but yeah, these things, they have spirits attached to them. You can't really see it here. But, and I don't see them on every one. I don't. But anyway, these shape-shifting birds, bugs, all that, they have some type of force field around them. It's their cloaking mechanism or whatever it is. I don't know. I can't really fully explain it because, again, I'm not tech savvy. But those things are real. It's not me moving around. It's not because I'm filming out of a potato. My phone is just fine. My camera is just fine. It's a new phone, new camera. They work perfectly fine. So, but they're messing with stuff. That's what this is all about. That's what it's all about. And again, I think it's all demon related. I think these shape-shifting birds, bugs, all that, they're all demons. It's literally what it is, you guys. This is demons at work. Satan trying to take over. It's what this is. And so, yeah. And I'm going to show one more thing. Okay, this is my video that I literally took today. What is the date? Hold on. Is it the 10th? No, it's the 12th. Where the heck is my... All right, anyway. These are the orbs. All right, I first started this video off by just showing screenshots of the orbs that I took. And I want y'all to see how big some of these orbs get. They shapeshift, and you're going to see some over here. I will circle it, and it's really big. Some of them are coming down, and I showed how big they are. They're really big. These are what we have in our body. And yes, you too, you can deny it all you want. And I'm not being rude, you guys. I'm not. But I'm saying, whether you deny it or not, I'm sorry, you got it in your body. Whether you got the jab or not, you got it in your body. They have literally put this inside of everything. Everything. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that it's not in. Okay? All right, here we go. Screenshots at first, then it will turn into the video showing you the orbs moving around in my house, and there is a lot of them. All right, I'm going to pause it for a minute. Hold on. Because this is my bathroom, and although it does show even more coming, but I'm going to get to my living room, so hold on. Okay, let me explain something real quick. I'm fixing to jump to my living room to show them in my living room. Then I scan over to my back door. Let me say something, because when I posted this video to TikTok, within 2 minutes, somebody gave a very quick reply saying, dusty house or something like that. No, my house is not dusty. My house is clean. I live in a clean environment, okay? So it's not caused from that. That is not what it's coming from. So let me make that clear. These are straight up, these orbs, these quantum dots things flying around. And I still call them orbs, because I've seen them many times called orbs other places and stuff. So quantum dots, orbs, both the same thing to me. But when you look at my door, also let me point something else out. It's not, you're going to see like weird rainbow colors and faces and bright lights on my door. It's not caused from the door being dirty, from cleaning solutions like Windex or anything like that on the glass. No. The door was perfectly clean, then suddenly all this stuff appeared, including the weird blinking lights, and it is on the inside part of my door, because I have carefully examined it. I have 2 panes of glass in that back door. In between there is blinds, and I keep those blinds shut at all times. On the back porch where that back door goes out to, there's nothing on my back porch that will be coming through the blinds, you know, like little blinking lights out there. There's no decorations out there, nothing like that. And even though there's tons of blinking lights in the trees that I've been filming, those are in the woods back behind me. Those are not up close by my door. So I wanted to point that all out really quick. So let's go. Big one. There was a spirit right there. Did you see that? Literally spirits, you guys. Look at that. You see it lighting up just like that doctor just showed. You see that smoky stuff? That was them. See if I can get to the door part. And my apologies. It's kind of hard to see these orbs. Like, well, I'm fixing to get to the door. Here we go. This is all on my back door, you guys. All those blinking lights. And then all of this. It's an eye right there. And you guys, it moves. It literally moves. This is a face, like a skull face or something. It's creepy. There's another face over here with the big nose. Eye. There's a big eye, and there's an eye over here. It's like a big creature or something. I don't know. There's another face there. This is all the rainbow colors. All this fuzzy looking stuff on my door. It's insane, you guys. All right. So that was posted to my TikTok. However, my YouTube is here. If y'all want to watch the video, you can see the orbs a lot better than what I'm doing here. But, you know, my account name is Connie M with the period after the M. And then I named the video Tons of Shape-Shifting Orbs Inside My Home and the Strange Stuff on Back Door. See description box below because I wrote some stuff down there. So if y'all want to watch this video, you know, to see them better, you're more than welcome to do it. But so yeah, there's so much more I could point out. I've got a lot of stuff on my channel showing the orbs outside, how they're turning different vibrant colors and they're shape-shifting into bigger stuff and all that, you know. So I won't show it here because this video is getting close to 40 minutes long. So if you want to watch it, you're more than welcome to look on my channel under the video tab, you know, and just kind of search for stuff. There might be some that has like the moon in it, and there's some that says like fairy orbs and just all kind of stuff like that. So yeah. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go, but I thought it was really important to show that. That is what I found on that doctor's page. That is in our blood, and that's what I about fell out over. I said, my word. Because I didn't know that until just recently. But again, I'm straight up saying these are demons. It's demons at work. That's what this is. Because I literally have caught the spirits. I have. And so has many other people. All right, I'm going. If y'all want some important information, I have a bunch of links that's about the cell towers and some important pages to follow on Facebook regarding all this. If y'all want any of that information, let me know. I will be happy to give it to you. I don't mind one bit. All right. All right, you guys, I'm going. I love you guys, and y'all be safe and take care, and God bless. Bye.